starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight we have an update on the situation at Rhinelander High School that led to a group of students walking out of class earlier this week in protest. The students claim a fellow classmate took thousands of inappropriate pictures of other students and was not appropriately punished. Newswatch 12 has not independently confirmed the existence of those photos, but today Rhinelander High School Principal Shane Dornfeld told Newswatch 12, quote, RHS and Oneida County law enforcement investigated the situation and that investigation has concluded, end quote. He offered no further comment or explanation. Meanwhile, students had another protest planned for yesterday, but students say Dean of Students Matthew Knott threatened them with $50 fines or other possible punishments, so it didn't happen. We'll keep you posted as we learn more. Right now, the national price of regular unleaded at the pump is almost $3.18. It's the highest it's been in about 7 years. And as the temperatures drop, experts predict Americans will soon also be paying more for another type of gas. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
Natural gas prices have spiked across the country.
Matthew Cullen is a spokesperson for Wisconsin Public Service. Cullen says the daily average price for natural gas has more than doubled this year. The average price for natural gas is its highest in a decade.
And this increase is mainly due to tight supplies as well as a worldwide increase in demand for natural gas.
The average person can expect to pay $40 more each month. Cullen wants people to remember
WPS does not profit on the natural gas that it purchases for its customers. Simply put, the price that we pay for natural gas is the exact same price that our customers pay for natural gas.
While prices are going up for natural gas, people can manage the dollar amount on their own bill. Cullen says for WPS customers, the WisconsinPublicService.com website is the best resource for finding help. Otherwise, everyone using natural gas should have a yearly inspection and professional tune-up of their heating system. Another way is to lower the thermostat 7 to 10 degrees down when sleeping or when no one's home. Cullen hopes the supply and demand issues will go back to normal levels.
Industries and economic activity have begun returning to their pre-pandemic levels.
Congress recently authorized $3.7 billion in federal funding to help low-income customers this winter. There are also federal and state programs to help customers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Fund to provide financial assistance. Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Outside, Jeff, the temperatures have really fallen off lately. Some folks saw some snowflakes this morning.
Highs in the 40s today, some snow flurries earlier, but tonight there's some really big football games and the weather's going to cooperate. We're talking cool temperatures. So look at the temperatures outside right now. It's 42 in Rhinelander, 40 Eagle River. So that means cold bleacher seats for you. Bring a seat to sit on, right? But we're going to have lows tonight back in the upper 20s, just like it was last night. All right, lots of clouds out there today. And there's a low way over here that gave us a northeast breeze and some warm Lake Superior water. Gave us some lake effect snow showers and flurries earlier, although those are kind of pushing away from the area now. We'll keep things cloudy tonight into tomorrow, but high pressure is going to build in. That's our weekend. We'll be dry over the weekend. Our forecast tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies, still a bit cold with low temperatures down near 26. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Yesterday, we told you the American Civil Liberties Union is asking the Oneida County Jail to overturn a ban on mailed letters to inmates. Well, the Oneida County Sheriff's Office now says they do not intend to change that policy. Chief Deputy Dan Hess told Newswatch 12 over the phone the jail used to allow personal letters, but they changed that starting in 2019 because, according to Hess, drugs were being transported through the mail.
We had a larger amount of mail coming in with liquid-controlled substances, which was threatening the safety and security of our inmates and staff.
There are exceptions to the policy, including for letters from medical professionals or clergy. Inmates at the Oneida County Jail can also receive phone calls and emails and see people through personal or video sessions. Hess also says the Sheriff's Office has helped individuals set up email accounts in the past. The U.S. Supreme Court announced today it will take up a challenge to the new Texas state law that bans almost all abortions on November 1st. It's unusual for the court to move this quickly on a case, but the court also denied an injunction that would have halted enforcement of the law until it's ruled upon. SB 8 bans most abortions after about 6 weeks of pregnancy and does not allow exceptions for rape or incest. The court will also be looking at the structure of the law, which allows private citizens to sue anyone who helps women access abortion services. Today, a judge has granted a request from wildlife advocacy groups and temporarily blocked Wisconsin's fall wolf hunt. Just 2 weeks now until hunters were set to take the woods. Dane County Circuit Judge Jacob Frost issued that temporary injunction halting the season, which was set to begin November 6th. The order comes as part of a lawsuit that wildlife advocacy groups filed back in August. The group sued after the DNR board brushed aside calls to cancel the season after hunters exceeded their kill limit by nearly 100 wolves during a court-ordered February season, which only lasted a few days. Pfizer says kid-sized doses of its COVID-19 vaccine are safe and more than 90% effective for children aged 5 to 11, but it's still waiting for approval. However, shots could start going to kids' arms in time for the holidays. Alice Barr has the latest.
New data today making the case for vaccinating children aged 5 to 11, with Pfizer saying its kid-sized doses are safe and more than 90% effective.
I'm waiting patiently, anxiously for the vaccine.
The FDA is set to review Pfizer's trial results next week and make a recommendation, followed by the CDC. But even if the shots are approved, many parents will still need convincing.
Unless it becomes at the point where it's mandatory in order for them to actually attend school, then obviously that's got to come down to the wire.
There are roughly 28 million 5 to 11-year-olds in the country, and doctors say stopping the growing number of infections in kids is key.
The virus was just getting smarter. It was looking to kids and having an opportunity of, a population that was not vaccinated.
Another tool in the fight, more than 30 million Americans can now get booster shots of the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. The CDC signing off overnight and allowing mixing and matching boosters from any of the 3 approved vaccines.
There may be some people who would prefer a different vaccine, or if you go into a pharmacy and they don't have the vaccine that you originally got, it really is fine to get a different vaccine.
Just like Pfizer, Moderna boosters are now allowed 6 months after inoculation for the immunocompromised and those 65 and older, as well as people at higher risk of catching the virus on the job. For Johnson & Johnson, anyone who got that single-dose shot at least 2 months ago can get a booster.
In other news, last year many Halloween festivities were canceled because of the pandemic, but as things slowly return to normal this year, UW Health has some tips on how to be safe. They say drivers, first of all, should slow down, keep an eye out for children on the street. Also, trick-or-treaters should have some type of identifier and something that glows, preferably a glow light, a flashlight, reflective tape. Parents should join kids if they're under age 12 while trick-or-treating and remind them to look both ways, of course, before crossing a street. Still ahead, we have tonight's edition of My 2 Cents. Plus, as temperatures continue to fall, hear what local auto experts say. It's a good time to start thinking about winterizing your vehicle. But first, Jeff's in with your full weekend forecast. Next on Newswatch 12 at 5.
Get the best fixtures for your home with help from Menards. Whether you're looking for a traditional design or are drawn to something more modern, Hunter has a ceiling fan for you. Choose from our huge selection and get 11% off all Hunter ceiling fans. Find your style with Patriot Lighting. Waverly Lights have a coordinated industrial style to match your existing decor. Right now, all Patriot Lighting is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Conveniently located near downtown Rhinelander, the Pines Event Center is a modern venue for all types of events. From weddings, family reunions, and fundraising galas to baby showers and corporate events, we have a variety of spaces to meet your needs. With an 11-acre property to enjoy outdoor events and room for 230 guests indoor, multi-use suites, plus ample parking, we're equipped to put your mind at ease. The Pines Event Center is a welcoming space to gather and celebrate. Plan your next event with us.
Marshfield Children's providers are experts in the care of rock stars, astronauts, inventors, and reinventors, acrobats, award-winning chefs, and social media stars. Kids are exceptional. We provide kid-worthy care for every kind of kid. Marshfield Children's.
You made it. The weekend's here. It's now safe to use your outside voice. And I think she's yelling, send some warmer temperatures, because today we had highs in the 40s, normal in the 50s, and that's not going to happen anytime soon for us. And we had lots of cloud cover across the area with some snow flurries this morning as well. Those have now pushed off to the east, but all in all, kind of a cloudy, cool with some sprinkles and flurries in the air today. And temperatures right now, with a little bit of sunshine right over Rhinelander currently, is at 42 with a west wind around 3. Over in Wausau, 46 for you, Yahoo, right? With a calm wind there, and the pressure's falling at 30.01. All right, so here are temperatures as of 5 o'clock. And again, this is not normal. We should be low 50s. We're in low 40s, even a few upper 30s. Man, Water's looking at you right now. So it's going to be a cold night again. Like last night, we had lows in the 20s. We'll do that all over again tonight. And we're the cool kids. You knew that, though, right? Across parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota. But this is the core of the coldest air, and it's beginning slowly to move this way just a bit. And notice on the map now to the west of us, warmer temperatures, right? So there are 50s in the 7-day forecast. However, it's going to take a little while to get there, most likely through the weekend. But here's that trend. So 46 tomorrow, a cool weekend is on deck for us. 48 for Sunday and sunny on Sunday as well. 48 for Monday too, then a little bit up on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. A slow climb, we'll call it next week. By next Friday, so a week from today, I'll be standing right here and we'll likely have temperatures up near 60. All right, here's the problem today. Lake Superior, the water temperatures are still in the 50s at the surface. Just below, it's in the 30s and 40s. But that was enough today to create some instability across the area as we kind of kicked in a northeast breeze that lifted the clouds just enough. When we lift the clouds, they kind of rain themselves out, right? So that happened today as it fell through some very cold air aloft, right above our heads right now. That gave us some snow flurries earlier with some sprinkles in there as well. But again, this whole kind of setup is falling apart as we speak, and we will be dominated by a high pressure this weekend. It's kind of a messy high, though, meaning we'll get some sunshine, but some clouds across the area tomorrow and also for Sunday, but no rain in the forecast for a few days around here because this high pressure is so strong that will stay to the west for now. However, it's a very energetic atmosphere right now. It's been windy lately, as you know. We'll get several of these in here next week that could bring us some rain at times. Our forecast tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies. The sprinkles and flurries are ending as we speak. Look at that low down here, 26 tonight, with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, it's Saturday, partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies. High temperatures, kind of like today, right? Back near 46 with a northwest breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress keeps us dry tomorrow and for Sunday and for Monday and for Tuesday before we get some rain showers in here Wednesday into Thursday of next week. Justin.
A little bit of warm up coming. Thanks, Jeff. As the seasons change, the Vilas County ATV UTV trail system will be closing in just over 1 week, October 31st at midnight. That includes all state-funded routes and trails. The Landover ATV Club, St. Germain ATV UTV Club, Lakeland ATV Club, and all the sponsors have put in a lot of volunteer hours maintaining those trails, and now we get ready for snowmobile season. With how cold the last few days have been, auto mechanics say it's a good time to start thinking about winterizing your car. Paul Marquardt of Northwoods Auto Techs in Rhinelander says there are a few crucial elements of a vehicle that should be checked before winter hits.
Well, as winter's getting closer, obviously the most important thing is making sure that your coolant is set properly so your coolant doesn't freeze. Most people are getting their oil changes. It's important to get your batteries tested, brakes inspected, and also your tires inspected.
Over his 40-plus years of experience, he says cars have changed in many good ways, but remembering to check is just as important as the maintenance itself.
Well, cars have gotten a lot more complicated. Back in the day, our winterization included replacing the points and fuel filters and setting timing and changing spark plugs. That's all in the past, so it's easy to forget to maintain your vehicle.
He says if anyone's interested in getting their car winterized, do it sooner than later, because sometimes it takes a little while to get the right pieces in right now. A woman is dead, a man injured after a prop gun accident involving an A-list celebrity this week. We'll have the latest on that investigation after the break.
Don't miss the lowest prices of the season one-day sale going on tomorrow at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Fall in love with your home again by saving up to 49% off. Plus, no interest financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Saturday, October 23rd, the Oneida County Waste Department is holding a free Sharps Take-Back event. The goal of this event is to provide a safe and responsible way of disposing sharps. Oneida County Solid Waste Department is accepting needles, syringes, lancets, auto-injectors, and infusion sets. Sharps need to be sealed in heavy plastic containers such as laundry detergent bottles and gallon buckets. For more information on location and accepted items, call 715-369-6111. This information is brought to you by the Human Service Center of Forest, Oneida, and Vilas counties in collaboration with the COPE Coalition and the Oneida County Public Health Department.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
Don't miss the lowest prices of the season one-day sale going on tomorrow at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Fall in love with your home again by saving up to 49% off. Plus, no interest financing for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
The investigation continues this evening in Santa Fe, New Mexico, into a movie set shooting involving actor Alec Baldwin. The sheriff's office there believes Baldwin was handling a prop gun when it misfired, injuring the film's director and killing the film's cinematographer. Jennifer Bjorklund has details.
An emergency call from the set of a Western movie. A prop gun discharged and mortally wounded cinematographer Helena Hutchins, director of photography on the film Rust. She was taken by helicopter to a hospital but did not survive. A statement from her agent's office says the 42-year-old Hutchins was a ray of light, always smiling, always hopeful, and all those in her orbit knew what was coming, a star director of photography who would be a force to be reckoned with. Baldwin also offered his first comments this morning on Twitter, saying in part, "There are no words to convey my shock and sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Helena Hutchins, a wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours." Also hospitalized from the shooting, director Joel Souza, but he was released today after treatment for undisclosed injuries. The investigators are looking into what kind of projectile came out of the prop gun. The scene, Bonanza Creek Ranch in New Mexico, where Hutchins just a few days ago posted this Instagram video with the caption, "One of the perks of shooting a Western is you get to ride horses on your days off." Actor Jeff Mead was on a different project nearby.
Sheriffs came down, sit on another set. There was a live gun discharge.
This has happened before, most notably in 1993. Actor Brandon Lee, son of icon Bruce Lee, was killed by a prop gun on the film The Crow. His death ruled accidental, and strict new protocols for prop firearms have been in place ever since.
All right, time now to answer some viewer voicemails on tonight's edition of My 2 Cents. We start with the caller who has a question about COVID-19 numbers.
First of all, I'd like to say enjoy your newscast every evening at 10 o'clock. I appreciate the good job that you folks are doing. I have a question. With all the information that you do give us regarding COVID-19, I was wondering if there's any statistics out there that show how our country, the United States, compares to other countries like China, Russia, Brazil, Argentina, England, Germany, France.
Yes, Ed, and thank you for calling. We had been showing this a lot more early in the pandemic when it was hitting different countries at different times, though not as much since. Before I mention the numbers, it is worth noting it's impossible to get really accurate numbers out of many countries, third world countries, places like North Korea, without a lot of freedom. That said, the U.S. has the most confirmed COVID-19 deaths of any country, about 735,000 since the pandemic began, according to Johns Hopkins. The U.S., of course, also has one of the largest populations in the world. A website called Statista shows the U.S. has the 14th worst out of 155 countries. That's the rate when it comes to COVID-19 deaths per capita. Romania has the highest death rate per capita. Confirmed case numbers are even higher in the U.S., a sign that, first of all, the U.S. has been better at testing than most other countries and also better at treating COVID-19 than most other countries, though we have tons of cases, but at least we have that going for us.
I'm Marcin Price. I'm very curious about up north, where all those wonderful ideas come from. Do you have writers that get your ideas? It's so entertaining, so informative. Dr. Phil in Judge Judy was so funny, I laughed till my stomach hurt. Thank you. I'm very curious as to know.
Yeah, a lot of work goes into Up North at 4. So let me introduce you to the team. First of all, we have our Up North at 4 host, or our anchor, Dan Hagan. He hosts with Jeff, of course. Then we have our show's producer, the guy who organizes the show, Dan Hagan. We have our booking agent who schedules interviews for Up North at 4, Dan Hagan. And finally, our team of writers, all very smart, thoughtful people, named Dan Hagan. So thank you for calling. If you want to make your voice heard on your 2 cents, give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. We'll be right back.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. Even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all, I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college. Flexible learning, because our time is precious.
94.5 WRJO, playing 40 years of the Northwood's best classic hits. WRJO is the at-work station everyone can agree on. Wake up with the Wolf, weekday mornings 6 till 10, and win cash on the money wheel. 94.5 WRJO.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
You guys ready?
Do you have chickens? We live a zero-waste lifestyle.
Do you understand what that means?
Brace yourself, they eat meat.
It isn't something we do.
This is obviously the way they live. Does it also make them judge?
I don't know. Are we judging?
On Dateline's Friday premiere, one wrong turn ends in murder.
I just wanted the police to figure it out.
And tears a family apart.
It just makes me feel like, why?
An all-new Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
All right, Jeff, the good news for folks going on to football games tonight is that there is no rain.
No rain.
But it'll be a little chilly.
It's going to be those cold bleacher seats. You know it, right? Those aluminum bleachers. You sit on those like, woo! A bit chilly. Cold tonight with lows back in the 20s again. Current temperatures are in the low 40s, even a few upper 30s. So if you're heading to any of the football games tonight, dress accordingly because about halfway through, you're probably going to be like, oh, you should have brought something else to sit on or put on tonight. But we had a couple of snow flurries and even some little light areas of drizzle earlier today. Those are now pushing out of here. You can thank Lake Superior for that. We're in a pretty good shape right now, and that's going to push out of the area. But high pressure is going to build in for us next couple of days. It's going to be a dry weekend, Monday and Tuesday as well, before we possibly get a little bit of more rain in here later next week. So Saturday and Sunday look dry. Monday and Tuesday getting warmer, and a kind of a warm up next week. But again, we're not talking any heat waves coming our way. No 70s, but we could be back in the 50s Wednesday and Thursday.
Probably done with 70s, but 50s will be a little bit warmer.
We'll feel that.
It's late October
versus the low 40s out there today.
So we can only expect so much. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 5. NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you back here at 6 with more.